actually believe that whether you can call it karma, you can call it doing the right thing, whatever. You're generating goodwill. I think goodwill goes a long way. So I just think there's a lot of people that are like, I can't do that. I'm not going to ask for help. So therefore, they might have a brilliant idea. They may be passionate about it, but they don't pursue it, and that's a shame.
It's
You
like
know,
the
I have
different things of the brain, though, right?
Joni.
I
I have a
mean,
lot of Joni. I have a lot of brands, and most of them have failed. Right. So, but what is it? What is it that brings me out of bed every morning? Is the passion, because you needed to counterbalance the
yeah.
frustration. Right. If you do
No,
not
yeah,
have that
I think I
passion,
know this better than you, Cyrus. I agree. And that's an amazing thing about if you can be successful as an entrepreneur. Like if you can get out of bed and just be like, I'm going to try this again today. And that is an amazing thing because sometimes it's really tough to like think like you're going to get like this $10,000 loan or something for your company and then they're just like no. And you have to like walk out of the boardroom with the like tail between your legs and you're just
if taking loans out with banks, right, would be the criteria for success. Why is it that some businesses take the loan out and then they go bankrupt?
well, because they want to do it for a cupcake business because they don't
Mm.
care about,
Mm. So taking a
really
loan
what.
out is not going to guarantee your success. So the point I was trying to make,
Absolutely not. No,
yeah, the
it's
point,
hard because you
yeah,
need it.
Joni, the point I was gonna make was, please do not feel frustrated about something that didn't work in the past. Okay,
I mean,
so please
I
keep
still feel
going.
frustrated. I'm okay with feeling frustrated. I feel like
Mhm.
that like makes you work harder, you know?
Yes, yes.
And it's
So
like I
you need
want
to
to do
you need to
better.
bounce back. Yeah, you need to bounce back and go stronger, because at the end of the day, if you don't make it work, you know what's going to happen? Nothing. Somebody else will make it happen, and they will reap the benefits, right? So it's entirely up to the person, up to the entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs wake up forgetting the frustration of yesterday because they have the frustrations of today and tomorrow, right? So yeah,
That's
it is
so
not easy.
true. Like my mom will and she's very clinical. She's like, a GP. And so she'll be like, "Oh, back on Tuesday, like we discussed this about, the different doctor's appointments you have coming up, like whatever, just general things." And I was like, That was last Tuesday. That feels like 20 weeks ago." I was like, every day I wake up and like try my best like to get like these couple of businesses started. So
Absolutely, and the one recommendation for Mike as well, because he's really really super active these days on Suno. Um, Definitely, Mike, go to top 10 and leave comments, like, and have some sort of presence there.
I
Once
love
you do
Suno.
that, other people will like your comments, and they will in turn they will come to your products and come to your songs and like them and comment on them. So ask your friends, send me the link. I will come to your music and I will leave a comment. I will like them, and whenever I can, I like your stuff on Substack. I like your stuff on wherever I can get my hands on. Right, so that generates some sort of interest. Do it for other people, and they will do it for you. So, but you need to take the first step, Mike. You need to go to their products, go to their songs,
That's
and
really
like
true.
their songs.
That's
That's
a
really
great idea, Cyrus. Thanks.
yeah. I love Suno. So like I'm really interested in creating songs through that, through different things I've written. And so it's just a cool way to express yourself. I'm really I feel like adaptive of all
Do you
AI.
know? Sorry, Joni. What's your favorite kind of tea? Because I know Annie was making a cup of tea there.
You lot are
My
mean. I've
favorite
slept
cup
for
of
2.5
tea.
hours.
Oh, I like it black, strong, like an Earl
Oh, what
Grey.
brand? What brand?
A Ketley.
Oh, Tetley. Aw. Okay,
Not
that's
Thai
cute.
food. Look, let me welcome Alavine. Hello, Alavine. Hope your day's going well. Welcome. And I wonder if you got the same tea as we have. Joni, Festa says, grey is gold. Yeah. If my hair was all grey, I'd be happy, but it's not all grey. It's patchy, right? Uncle Ben's gone. Uncle Ben's
I just keep
grass
pulling
gone
them
wrong.
out, but thank you.
Yeah. So Festus has quite a few grey hairs. He's only young though, and he has got loads of hair. That's the problem, right? He nurtures them, gets to know them. He doesn't think that yours are coming too early, Joni. He says it's a sign of wealth and wisdom. Yay. And women never accept that, right? We can't see it, thank goodness, Joni.
I never knew Festus is a poet. He's a poet, isn't he?
I know, right?
Mike, you have competition there.
Yeah, again, Festus, I have to say this before we go, right? So he says Zoom felt jealous that everyone was using Zoom basically, which after COVID they were, right? But they weren't earning a penny, which is why they just went premium without improving anything. Yeah, more for them. They could have left the meetings at free and then premium for the events, for example, Festus. Instead, they do events now, and you can do it through US. If you're not US, you're buggered, right? Essentially, if you want paid events, you get people kind of do that if they're in the US. That's Zoom. Don't be dumb. That's our advice for everyone. Don't be dumb, right? Think of your customers. Serve your customers, not you. But your bottom line. Anyway, me and Zoom used to have a problem, and I don't know. One day we'll fix ourselves, right? One day we'll chill.
Can you share just a smidge about your trip to Guyana?
Ghana? Oh goodness me! No, we'll have to talk. We have to talk privately, Joni. We have to do it.
Did you enjoy yourself? That's all. Did you have fun?
Yeah. It was enormous
fun.
My
best friend up there.
I say it was enormous fun. P. Willis. I mentioned him on stage as P. Willis. There's videos of P. Willis, by the way, on YouTube, Joni.
Did you not give me credit? If you didn't give me credit, hey, this is one of this girl in Chicago's favorite things on earth. It's true. It really
it was fun, and I say my son enjoyed himself as well.
Oh, your son gave you? Oh shoot! Oh gosh, I wish I had come.
So we're just about to
try. You're wrong, Annie, about what we talked about yesterday. Like it's really hard to get there.
Yeah,
it's really hard. I'm not even like kidding.
Of course, I'm not American, so I don't know what your funny rules are. I said from here, it's. Look, there was a day when my friend.
We're not on your continent.
No, there was a day when my friend Scott, messaged me and goes, you have to get a visa for Ghana, right? I'm like, no, I didn't think you had to, but apparently you do. All African countries have these funny visa systems, right? And the Ghana one, literally. So he told me. So I looked into it. To realize that there's many steps. You have to get injections, get tablets. You have to get this, get that, get that. And then the process was just a Mickey take. That I didn't swear, right? It was just literally effed up properly. So they got about that 20-page form. The 20-page form's not the end of the world. If you can copy and paste, right? It's not. But if you have to type every line, every letter, every word, and that's what Ghana's application is like. Literally, you have to type everything. And then print all that crap and then send it up to them in the post, recorded. And I said, they make it hard, right? There was a part. They were like, oh, well, we need the GPS code for where you're going. I'm like, okay. Google, quick, what's the GPS code where I'm going, right? Google says, here's the GPS code, longitude, latitude, and gives me coordinates, right? I typed this long. This is like 15-digit numbers, by the way, into this form. The form says, "Nah, Ghana has its own GPS code." So I got the app.
What the?
I put the app on my phone, Cyrus.
I'm
Right?
just a little. I'm more curious. Like, how does Guyana like differ from Nigeria or wherever you live in England?
Are you on WhatsApp? I'll send you some videos. You know, it's not hard. I send you videos.
I told you I hate that app. I hate that.
Now you still got WhatsApp on one phone.
I know. I don't. Actually, I stopped paying on those phones because
Right.
I was having too many phones, and my bill was like creeping up to $250. I was like, nah.
The only way I can send you media, I can't send you media for SMS. It doesn't work. You know.
Right. We'll talk about this later. Don't.
Yeah. Maybe I try and do it through here. Anyways, Cyrus, you know this postcode app, this GPS app that Ghana has, right? I downloaded it. So I'm like, okay, first you have to sign up. No, whatever, log in, sign up and then log in, right? And it says, you have to be in Ghana to use it. I'm like, what the? Now I'm swearing, now I'm cussing, right? I'm like, how? I had to be really awkward, Cyrus.
Oh, wow.
So now we have to start begging William, please send us the codes. But when you get to Ghana, Cyrus, every building has a GPS code on it. So someone could have sent it to me before we started, for the hotel, for the venue, blah 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 blah. Well, Ghana was fun though. It was a lot of fun. My friends, we do have to go sometime, right? I've been here longer than I thought. Is my screen frozen or is this journey just frozen? I think my screen's frozen. Yeah. My computer's saying, Ennick, we have to go. Sarah said, just duplicate the tab, Ennick. Duplicate the tab. See if that works. I'm doing it now. See if it works.
Let's see if it works, mate. Let's see if it works.
Yeah. That's I'm easy. I'm quite easy. I will thank you all for spending your time with me again today. Thank you so much. So we have got this show on Sunday, Cyrus, 11 o'clock our time. I think we're talking about money, right? Mike, you're here as well.
If you're going to be talking about biscuits and tea, I'll be there too.
I mean, I kept last night saying, I want a crumpet and maybe a cuppa. And I was like, you get away from me right now. You go back to London.
I need to show you what a pasty.
What's infiltrating me right now?
Yeah. Tea cookies are good, but no, pasties everything in my life. I don't live.
I'm sorry, I love a croissant.
No, pasty.
I like a croissant. Croissant.
What's a pasty? And we lost Ennie. He's switching.
It's so important. He left the show for it. That's what a pasty is, mate.
he ran off.
Me ripping on any British.
British food is horrible.
It's horrible.
You don't eat British food in Britain. You eat Indian food and you eat other ethnic food. You don't eat.
Absolutely. I learned this lesson when I was only 13 years old going there, and there was no ice and everything was covered in cream. I was like, Mom.
Can I take a moment and welcome Curtis Brooks to the show as well. Curtis, thank you so much for joining us. Alvin, Festus.
I love it.
Joni's here. Joni's here anyway, Festus. And I mentioned Tracy. Tracy's going to have her own show in 10 minutes. Yolanda. Ross Hedge. Professor Roxana. Chiedza joined us today. America. I'm grateful America joined us. Omar M, the father of Zoom Party, America. I mentioned America, and Lisa Favik. She's a genius in her own right, and Shiva and Jackie Hallberg, of course. Hallberg, of course. Mike and Joni, you guys are kind of right. We sit down in Britain, eating Indian food, watching Japanese TVs, watching Korean series.
Korean. I did not like
K-pop.
I love K-pop, but the last episode of what's the show? Come on, Cyrus. You know the Korean show, like so popular. About them killing each other?
Yeah, they are very popular in the United States.
What is the show?
And to be honest with you, K-pop is more popular in the States than it is in Korea
Right.
itself. It's really strange. So
No, but
Well,
the show,
we're-
the TV show, where they all
we're a
die.
big- I don't know.
the British ones. No. They just
Korean.
comfortably smile at each other whilst they are planning your demise.
No,
I'm
BritBox
joking.
has
Cyrus, you know
BritBox has a bunch of like MI5 type movies. My wife loves those, and then they have a bunch of murder. It's like murder and mayhem apparently in England because
But
Yeah.
the British
or-
reuse
or-
actors like this.
Yeah, it's funny how we're not even allowed
Oh,
weaponry.
yeah.
So it's not you're not allowed to have a weapon unless you're a farmer who's just protecting a farm, like where for miles and miles you can't find anyone. So yeah, you're allowed to like have a shotgun or something, but you're not allowed to. You even the police isn't armed, and as you can tell, naturally, the mortality rate is much lower than America, and basically there's something that I hope we never catch up with America with regards to like we just our kids only are boring. They only study in school. They never shoot it up. So in terms of weapons and stuff, we are very lucky. We're not allowed to have guns because really you want to trust someone in Britain with a weapon? Oh, you shouldn't.
I don't want to go down the whole Second Amendment thing with you, Cyrus. Yet we should do a show probably on that because I hope the British never have to deal with tyranny, not like they ever have before, right? So and royalty just isn't going to cut it, but you could have a political figure that wants to take over.
Mike.
So. I said I wasn't going to talk about it any.
Mike, we're never going to need guns. There's no. I can't see any. We can't see it, Cyrus. How everyone having a gun is ever going to help anyone, let alone everyone. It's
in this helter-skelter, like in the middle of this helter-skelter, all we needed was Curtis Brooks to pipe up and say Squid Games.
Welcome, Curtis.
Oh my god.
But Annie,
Curtis,
you don't also need freedom of speech apparently, because you can get arrested for what?
Of course, we have freedom of speech. That's
no. You can get arrested.
I remember freedom of speech.
You can get arrested for what you say on the interweb.
Yeah.
I was watching
For real.
a program last night, right?
Yeah, I saw 6 officers going to someone's. I saw 6 officers going to someone's house for sharing something on Facebook. I think.
Yeah.
Britain's losing its mind. But
you don't know.
Shoot him to death, Cyrus. That's what we need to do, right? No, that's not what we need to do. I'm joking, right?
And Cyrus, I was talking about Squid Games. That's a great show. Yeah, but the second season was so it was so gross. I couldn't actually watch it. And then the Parasite, I think it won for best movie, but Korean TV is like on fire, bro. And I love butter chicken too for Indian food. So I could stick it out in England for. I'm gonna go a week. Maybe more.
What do you mean you're gonna go a week?
Well, it's just like kind of like rainy and like
It's not rainy today.
Like I feel like the guys over there like are all like just a little too proper for me.
You shouldn't worry about rain, Joni, anymore. We control the weather now, so that problem's
True. I'll just like get some diesel to put in my bicycle and be like, "Yo, look, we're doing good."
One of the times I was in England, it misted for 2 weeks. But the
rain
thing
for
about
2 weeks.
Yeah,
You missed it.
Are you sure you were in England?
yeah. Now I will say,
No, it missed. It missed.
It missed.
Luxembourg or Wales.
Yes.
We don't know.
I was in the Gatwick. I was in the Gatwick area, and but the cool thing about a lot of people don't understand, in the U.S. anyway, I think New Jersey is about the same size as England. So scale is a thing, but because it's an island, the weather changes pretty quick too. So you can have crappy weather in the morning and sunny weather in the afternoon. So that's what I enjoyed. But
Mike,
I just want to say,
you sit in your car. You sit in your car, get out of your hotel, and drive for 2 miles. Accent changes 3 times. I'm telling you.
Well, that too.
Never mind the weather.
But gentlemen, it's not that I'm excluding you, Joni, but next time I go to London, I want to make sure we hook up.
Definitely.
I'll come and meet you. If you come here, so of course I expect. I will do what I can to make sure it happens.
Coach Dave is coming to Manchester. Coming to Manchester tomorrow.
But have you?
He's taking a risk, right?
In England.
No, he's
taking some big risk there.
Cyrus and Annie, have you met?
Oh, hang on. Why Annie? Hang on. Why? What's wrong with Manchester?
I live in Cornwall. I live in a nice part of the country, mate. You live in Sodom and Gomorrah. You do. You live with people, them people. People.
Yeah, we call it Demchester now. You can't say Manchester.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
No, it's
my friends.
Manchester United is not from there.
Yeah, that's in Manchester. Amazingly,
there you go.
That's not always the case, right?
I know Manchester because of that.
Excellent. Anyway, come to England. It's nicer than you think, Joni. It's nice. I think
I've been to England 3 times.
There you go.
I think Joni and Mike should come to England
together
at the same time. Yes. That would be lovely.
All right, as long as you fly us first class, business class.
That Southern silence.
I like Joni. No, Joni, you should stay with first.
To be honest, I was shocked. You were getting us to pay for your preferred method of transport was airplanes. I'm like,
I mean, I have about 80,000 points in United, so I could maybe make it over there. So
I have that many on my driver's license, but it's here nor there, neither here nor there.
I got them all taken off my driver's license. Well, that took a minute.
Right.
Mine was
my friends, look, we do have to go. So, Curtis, and I know you've been funny. My mother works for FEMA, right? I told her the government controls the weather. She told me I was full of conspiracy.
Curtis, you're a conspiracy realist, my friend. Conspiracy realist.
Yes.
I want to thank Annie because I know he's trying to close the show. I want to thank him for holding this. I want to thank Cyrus for answering my questions and Annie for prodding my brain about some ideas. And I just want to encourage others, if you have an idea, regardless of how silly it sounds, and if you're passionate about it, just do it. Because what's the worst that can happen? You fail.
No, you win. You succeed. People like it.
No, but I mean, that's the worst. What's the worst that can happen? And the best thing that can happen is you take off and it goes places. And even if it doesn't, you're going to meet great people like Joni and Annie and Cyrus along the way.
Well,
on the way down.
But it's really important for me to say to everyone and anyone who re-listens or listens to this right now, there are actually so many opportunities to support your business through loans or whatnot, because running a decent business does cost money. And so there's loans for single women starting their own business. There's loans for minorities starting their own business. And this is the U.S., but there is loans galore that people just don't take advantage of. And so I don't know. That's if that means anything to you.
You find that we're quite scared of loans.
I'm tired today, bro.
We're scared of loans in the UK. We don't believe in taking money unless we really have to, because we have to pay it back. It's kind of like, really? Why? Anyway.
Oh my God, we take so much money in America. We're just like, wait, we owe $200,000.
$200,000? That's
crazy.
It's,
I'm not saying
it's,
I do, but I'm saying that's just like a normal
mm,
thing.
yes, no, it can help some people so that I can help culture, but no, the British way is not to
That's
get
why
low.
so many Indian people come to America. They don't have any debt. They saved up all
Mm,
this money. They buy a gas station. They start.
mm.
I'm so
Earning
proud
money.
because you can't get a credit card, so you don't get in debt. But like, I'm really impressed with like their like kind of discipline and not buying a lot of expensive things.
That's the word for it, discipline. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. I have shared my YouTube link. So if anyone wants to watch a replay, please go. I think I've sent you the link as well, Mr. Curtis. I'd love for you to to watch my YouTube and then like, comment, and engage. And of course, if you haven't been there before, please subscribe. Mr. Cyrus, so it's, I can see Curtis a question. I give you a chance to answer it, my friend, and then we can leave, right? Whisper Boy, where's it come from, Cyrus?
I already typed the answer for him.
So what? Not everyone reads the comments like that, right? So
yeah. So Curtis was asking where did the name Whisper Boy originate, and I explained. I have a. I'm going to add this bit as well. I have an account on Instagram where I whisper a few pieces of advice, and I explained to him that in a world where everyone's screaming lies loudly, we'd rather gently whisper the truth. Whisper Boy.
Love that, right? You have to love that. Mike, keep winning, my friend. Keep creating those genius. Watching your first video yesterday was, it was brilliant. Keep doing it. My friends, I think it's my only show today. I got another one tomorrow with Dr. Phil. I should invite you. I don't know what letter we're talking about, so I shall find out, right?
What time is that going to be?
Your mic. What time is it meant to be? Early evening, so 4 o'clock, something like that. No, but I'm still waiting for my topic, and so until I get the topic, there's no events really. So I can't do anything until he sends me what I'm looking for today.
And if anyone is joining us now, I'm not sure why you're joining us now. We're closing the show. The joking aside, if you're joining us now, if you ever felt that you have a book idea, if you have an idea, if you have a story to tell, if you've always had a story to tell but you never got the chance to actually do that, talk to Ennio Osong, the person on the left-hand side of the screen, on top left-hand side. He's the creator of global.media. Talk to him. At least find out how far you can be, or you are, from bringing it to fruition, and ask him if he's able to get you something really valuable called Amazon bestseller. And because once you get that, once you achieve that, it will be much, much easier for you to open lots of more doors. Amazon bestseller is something that this guy can get you. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you for your kind words. Joni did. Joni now has 2 published books.
No, the second one is not published. Not really.
It's published as an ebook.
I tried to download it and it was not working. But regardless, I appreciate.
We need to talk to publish a print book.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that.
We will.
But I think that there are so many wonderful things that come from just going after a hobby that, could turn into a career for you. So, really don't give up on like that type of dream, because, if you love gardening and like, then you're just like, I want to sell some of this at the farmer's market, or I want to make some like pickles out of like these different vegetables. It's a really wonderful starting off point, I suppose. Or if you're really into decorating, like that's great. That's awesome. So like you can change your career like if you want. And it's not as hard as you think. And there's like so many companies out there. If you think about what AI can do for you, the amount of companies out there that are like, hey, I will help you create the shoe of your dreams, because I was thinking about starting a shoe company. I will help you start the perfume of your dreams, the deodorant of your dreams, the car flat tires of your dreams. It all just costs money, but it's so yes, work through that if you can. But it's really good to pursue those hobbies, just so you can like have diversity in your life.
And money, if it goes good, that's
Money, bro. I was saying that you need money to make those dreams happen.
You do, but you might make even more money if you create a real banger.
Yeah, but when
That's how
you
we'll call it,
need
right?
$30,000, not everyone has that. But anyways,
Create
I just
a
want to
solution people
support
need.
people going after their hobbies.
You can turn your hope into what people that really helps people, and the money will come. Is the point?
No, the money won't come, guys. Don't even listen to him. Just you gotta find that fucking money. Sell your bikes,
Tell
your bed, your
people
mattress.
the money will come. It's a guarantee.
No, it's not. Don't give them hope like that.
What do you mean?
Give them hope. Like, their idea is fantastic, but it does take a lot of this side hustle stuff to get the money, to get it in front of the right people. You know what I mean?
Marketing.
All the boring shit.
But without a solution, you're kind of up the creek, right?
I don't know. I don't think so. I just want to be transparent with a lot of our audience so that they know it's so great to pursue.
So Mike said it earlier. You have the idea, you create the solution, and you get it out to people who you can really help. That's living. Everything else is dying. That's living. Change the world. Change your world. Change other people's world. The money will come. Guaranteed. Anyway, too many of us don't. Too many of us think and don't do. It's so sad. And that's what.
Well, ideas don't make money until you implement them properly. Because as they say, ideas, we've all had them since since Eve kissed Adam, right?
It's true. It's true.
Mark,
I'll let you have loud word, Mark.
Thank you. On the way out, I appreciate Joni's authenticity. I really do. I do think, though, and I just want to leave on. First of all, I have a show tomorrow in support of Fearless, which is a domestic abuse for Hudson Valley. I will be appearing with the wonderful, and my brain faded on who the host is. I'm sorry.
Is it Mel? Is it Mel Richards?
It's Mel.
Yeah,
it's Mel Richards. Sorry. So I will be appearing tomorrow. I think it's at 7 p.m. EST. And that was one of another. I met Mel and heard about Fearless, and so I said, why not write a song? And so they're still working out what that looks like. They haven't picked out the version yet. But another of my songs will be used for a good cause. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. But this thing of abundance, and I agree with Joni in that, you have to work hard. I mean, and this is the other thing. It's like I said before, I think you see a lot of these successful people and just figure out that they just land in the middle of their success. It doesn't work like that. But just love each other, man. That's all I got to say. And I think that's its own, Joni. I do want to leave you with this, though, and I'm not lecturing you, but I think when you do that, sometimes you get the rewards, and sometimes you may not even know this, Joni. You're loved.
Lecturing. Keep talking.
No, but you're loved, and when you're giving to other people, you get in return. And I don't think you can't put a price on that. And I've done it, quite a bit apparently, and I didn't even know it. And I just want to share this story, and then I'll shut up. 35 years ago, I had mentored a guy at work, and just recently in the last, I don't know, 6 months, I had posted something, and I think maybe even Annie answered. I can't remember. Someone answered it, and then he came on after I hadn't talked to him in 35 years, and he said Mike mentored me in this tech 35 years ago, and so I think that paid dividends to me. I just made that made my week that I had an impact on someone else's life. So don't shortchange yourself, even if you're not financially successful, because it's not always about
It
money.
doesn't really start that way, guys. You're not just like, boom, oh, I'm like Lil Jon, like got like some fucking mad dough. No, that's not how it happens. It does not happen that way. But thank you, Mike, for saying that about your mentor, because my mentor was a professor at Miami of Ohio, and he was grisly and annoying and mean. And somehow I just like kind of laughed it off. And so he liked me. he would criticize my writing like nobody's biz. But we ended up keeping in touch, and I had written him a couple letters. He's like, no one keeps in touch with college professors. They all like, elementary school, junior high, whatever. But he was like, it's so special that you just make sure that I'm okay. And finally, so he got Alzheimer's, and I sent him a piece of my new book. And he was like, who is this? He was like, I saved your number, so you must have been important. I was like, oh. I was like, hey, I thought you were a great professor, and you have graded a lot of my papers, and part of my book is dedicated to you. So I didn't make him feel nervous or anything, but I think like just it is a wonderful thing if you can find someone like that, just to have that positive like role model. But yeah, I mean he's 91 now, so we're good. He's fine. He used to hit on me inappropriately as well.
We're going to end on Curtis's great advice. Maybe it's a tip more than advice. It's a talk low after the midnight hour. I like that. It's not true. If you're talking events, speak loud all times, right? I'm just saying. My friends, look, enjoy yourselves. We're doing 3 hours in. We do have to go. Otherwise, we're going to get kicked out anyway by StreamYard.
Thank you,
So
Annie.
do enjoy your day. Enjoy your evening. I miss you all already, by the way.
I miss you all already, too. Oh, my gosh.
Bye, everyone.
Guys, I miss you so
Connect with people and I'm doing Zoom meets Jody.
so much. I don't say anything dishonest. I do miss these people when I'm like busy as hell for the rest of the week.
Look, now we'll talk. We jump on the Zoom calls, Jody. That's what you need to do, right? Yeah, I mean, you want Scotland to talk about your signed book. Yay! Congratulations! You won another prize. I never win any. I never win. You do win. You won twice now.
I feel really excited because I haven't won anything since this slip and slide when I was in 4th grade. All right, we were like at the fair at the end of school, and they had all these prizes that you could bet on. But I think your parents had to give you money for tickets, so you put like a ticket in, and when they said Joni Frandorf, which was the name at the time, I was like, what? I won? We used that slip and slide for at least 5 years. It's like a big yellow sheet where you're just like, whoop. And that was my like claim to fame for a while. And now I've won 2 book competitions.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So you won 2 book prizes. No, well done you. So and keep buying the 99 cent books and then keep winning prizes. That's why I say.
All right. Well, we need to work on the main book.
Yes, we do.
I
We do.
I actually wanted to add something.
It's a conversation we need to have, Jody. But
I know,
you know this.
I know, bro. Okay, I'm gonna
When you're ready. You enjoy your evening. We'll talk soon.
have fun.
Take care, everyone. Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone. I'm going to be playing that. It's right.